How did you start exploring life after death?
If we had this conversation 22 years ago, it would be quite different, because I thought that the notion of life after death was akin to believing in Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy. You know, nice story, but no basis in reality.
What would be your advice to someone who is listening to this and perhaps grieving over losing a loved one?
I used to say to myself, okay, so I can curl up in a ball and I could shut down and I could live around 30 years miserably. And then what's going to happen? Then I'm going to die, and then I'm going to see that I still exist.
Robert Ginsberg, author and founder of Forever Family Foundation. For nearly 2 decades, he's been on a quest, exploring evidence pointing to life after death. From mediumship to near-death experiences, deathbed visions, and after-death communication. Ginsberg's journey began after a personal loss. His work has shaped our understanding of existence beyond life's limits.
People react in so many different ways, when it comes to grief.
The topic of after-death communication, what are we talking about? We say after-death communication, we're talking about information, communication with those who are in the spirit realm.
After my daughter passed, about probably 2-3 years later, I went to a family doctor. He said, "Hey, Bob, how you doing?" I said, "Okay." He said, "Well, what have you been up to?" I said, "Well, if you really want to know, I've been studying survival of consciousness. I wanted to find out if there was any real possibility that my daughter could survive in some form."
Why aren't we able to explore these things? Like, why has culture made it so that we shouldn't? If anything, that makes me think that we should. What's there to hide?
God forbid anybody hear what they were saying, they would be labeled as a nut. Or I try to look at everything as if it's not going to be there tomorrow.
I wonder if by prolonging our lifespan, if we're going to miss out on what's next. You never used to believe in this, and now you do believe in this. Like, what is it? Like, what have you found out?